We're live on Instagram and we are live everywhere else.
Everywhere else. Good morning, good morning. It is Saturday and it feels like yesterday. And yesterday we did some really interesting things. Mackenzie rode for the first time, which is really pretty amazing. And it kind of made me reflect on some of the things that I've done over the last so many years and how I got into horses and what started my career in this whole thing called Zinnerton. And it's interesting when you start thinking about what you're doing um, with your life and how far you've come, which is what the one thing I think a lot of us miss out on is recognizing how far we've come and acknowledging that space. We're always thinking like, what's next? What's next? What's next? What do I have to do today? What do I have to do this week? Especially if you're like me, if you're an entrepreneur and if you have something that you're working towards, you're always looking forward, right? Which is a great thing. And there's a huge difference between reflecting on how far you've come and acknowledging that sometimes. Like there's a glance in the there's a big difference between having that reflection and having that living in the past. And I know a lot of people that they talk about the past, they talk about what happened when they were younger, they talk about things where like their memories with their family. Noticing that, then what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on the past, the present, or the future? And if you think about what it's like to live in the present moment, like that was the big piece that for yesterday. I mean, I don't even know how long we'll be out there.
Oh, no idea.
No idea. And that is when you are in the present, when you lose track of time and everything just sort of stops, but goes faster at the same time. I mean, I think we were out there probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours easy. And then we ended up going for a trail ride and all those amazing things. And if you think about that, and I think about when I first, one of the first times I rode, and how I was nervous and scared and was sore the next day. And I was, all a lot of the same things that Mackenzie was feeling. And it was really beautiful to sort of look through the lens of her experience and remember just for a moment, wow, look at how far I've come. Look at all the things I've accomplished. Look at what I've done with horses and how much I really have poured into my level of horsemanship and my expertise. And I'm not saying that to impress you, like, oh, look at all this cool stuff I've done. I'm saying so have you. And a lot of us have done a lot in our lives that we sometimes forget to acknowledge ourselves for. And that doesn't mean you go and drift back into the past. But what it does mean is that it gives you the opportunity to take like a good look at how far you've come so you can look towards the future and create more of that for yourself. And if you think about the hard times and the things that you went through when were going through whatever it is you were going through, I know for myself, moving around, having been homeless, waking up to find out that my ex-husband was a crook and a thief, and stealing all of this money and winding up in all of these different, like really tough spots. And recently I've broken through a lot of those things that have held me back from believing that I could have this. My whole dream was to have, a house on 5 acres with a little barn. And now I have that. And to look back on my life and say, what did it take to get me there? Well, I now realize it did not have to be as hard as I made it. And those are the reasons that you can reflect on the things from yesterday. It's like, wow, that was an amazing memory. That was an amazing experience. That was an amazing lesson. And when you look at that just for a moment, just like you just glance in the rear view mirror, you don't stare in the rear view mirror watching the traffic behind you. You glance and then you look forward again. And that's what it was like yesterday, seeing like where that beginning, what was for Mackenzie and watching just through the eyes of that innocent beginning place that we can be when we first start a journey of any kind. So wherever you are, if you're thinking about doing something different, quitting your job, leaving your relationship, getting into a new relationship, whatever it is, that shift that you're thinking about, think about what it is that it actually will get you when you look back and you glance in that rear view mirror and go, yes, I did that. Yes, I'm proud of myself. Yes, it was tough, but I came to the other side. Because most of us shy away from doing hard things. And we say hard conversations, easy life, easy conversations, hard life. And you can take it upon yourself to have those hard conversations and look towards the future while living in the present and reflecting beautifully on the things that you have done in the past to get you where you are. You can start to recognize the patterns that don't serve you. You can have more awareness about how you want to show up for the people that you love and care about. And you can make so much more progress when you believe that what you are doing is worth it, even if the path isn't clear. Because I look back and Steve Jobs said it beautifully. He says, you can only connect the dots looking backwards. You cannot connect the dots going forwards because you do not know. You think he connected the dots to pancreatic cancer? Of course not. So you don't know when the bus is going to stop. You don't know. I love that Jesse Isler says that. When the bus, we don't know. And I love to tell the story. It's not a great story, but I survived it when I was coming back from Hawaii and I was choking on an almond and almost died. Right. And I was like, what is this life meant for? And it's meant for you to live in the present. And yesterday, Mackenzie and I lived in the present, and she fell off, and she got back on. It was like this amazing, fun, incredible, beautiful experience. But it didn't happen just overnight. It's like when I first got Dante, there's no way I could find him. I had some help from some of the best horse trainers in the world working with that horse. I've been now 18 years, and it's still a challenge. He still doesn't give it to you. Now he doesn't try and take it away from you like he used to. But I look back and I say, wow, look how far he's come. Look how far I've come. Look how far you've come in your journey. So take a moment sometimes and travel in time, glance in the rearview mirror, and take a really good positive assessment of the things that you've accomplished in your life. Because dreams do happen. They don't happen overnight, but they do happen. And when you take the patience, reflect, and build on the things that have been successful for you, you can move forward and things will manifest and attract themselves to you more and more and more. And your vibrational raise, and you'll have more days where you live in the present and time is just a mental construct. So take that today. What are you dealing with in your life that you want to really make a change for? What are you looking at in your day that you can say, I have accomplished a lot in my life. I can accomplish this too. So just take a little bit of an assessment and a little glance in the rearview mirror, and then put your eyes in the road and go forward to your dreams. I want to go play with horses all day with a beautiful woman coming out to experience them. And if you would like to come out and experience the horses, make sure you just reach out. We're doing some weekend getaways. I think we're going to sail on those right now, but not for long. So check it out. You want to come and play with the horses in Zennington. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jen Zoe, and believe in yourself.